VoxDay, VoxDay.blogspot.com, and Infogalactic. This is just going to be a short one tonight, just a bit of a recap after my debate with Greg Johnson about whether there's any place for National Socialists or neo-Nazis in the alt-right. My position obviously is no. There is no place for them. They are fake right. They are not of the right at all. Greg, I think did what he could. There's really just not much of a case to be made for it. Is it good rhetoric that the Nazis are fake right? Absolutely. In case you didn't notice, the left and the media are hammering everyone from Andrew Anglin and the Daily Stormer to the Jewish-owned Rebel TV, attacking them for being Nazis. So, Nazi is and has been a rhetorical kill shot for decades, for absolute decades. And so, what we're doing is we are making the alt-right philosophy philosophically coherent. And that is something that you have to do if you want to win. I began the debate by pointing out that if you want to win reliably, you must know your enemy and you must know yourself. Now, the alt-right is very good about knowing its enemy. It is not so good about knowing itself. But we are learning that. It is going to be more and more difficult for the media. The media is not going to be able to say VoxDay is a Nazi. I have considerably more sophisticated and polished anti-Nazi credentials than they do. Now, I'm not counter-signaling. But see, this is where you're wrong. You see, I don't care. If people are ethno-nationalists, they should be welcome. No, you're wrong. Because they're not part of the right. You realize that there are ethno-nationalists in Antifa. You realize that Stalin and Bukharin and Lenin and the North Koreans, they are all ethno-statists. Saddam Hussein was a National Socialist. So what you're just flat out wrong. They are enemies of the right. You do not succeed by bringing in your enemies as part of your movement. So yes, ethno-nationalism can certainly be part of the alt-right, but just ethno-nationalism alone is not sufficient. No, National Socialists do not belong on the right. They are not right-wing. Antifa, one of the points that Greg tried to make is he said, Nazis are alternative. They're an alternative to the neoliberal order, so therefore they should be alt-right. I pointed out that Antifa is also an alternative to the neoliberal order. So do you think that Antifa should be part of the alt-right? No. Well, that is just as dumb as saying that National Socialists should be part of it. I repeat and I reiterate that there is no positive case whatsoever for it. Now, Antifa are not the defenders of the neoliberal order. You're totally mistaken. They may be used to that effect, but they are absolutely opposed to it. And so, there's not a single point that Greg made that supported his position in the debate. And it's not his fault. He's a smart guy. but there's no case to be made. And there is a reason why you're not going to see the guys from The Daily Show, you're not going to see Richard Spencer, you're not going to see Andrew Anglin showing up to try to debate this. They can't win. It's not possible. If you want, go to my blog. Just go to my blog, and there's a YouTube link right up there, and you can find it. Racial identitarian is not left-wing. It is not right-wing. It is neither. So, you guys need to learn that there are definitions of right that go back to the French Revolution. So, but if you need the short definition, God, king, and country. At the end of the day, God, king, and country is right wing. And so, it's basically tradition. Yes. So, anyhow, it's funny. The thing is that you guys don't often see me in, let's unleash mode. I'm usually not, I don't usually bother to prepare. I mean, what you saw tonight with the debate, or what you listened to with the debate, that's when I take 15 minutes to put stuff together. No, I will not move back to America. So anyhow, yes, monarchy actually would be very much all right. And so, anyhow, like I said, I just thought I would give you guys a little recap, and just let you know there's more to it than I summarized in the debate. That is not the full extent of the argument there. And so, thanks, Paul. I'm glad you got a chance to see that. It is important. The alt-right is going to become the only right. And so, you need to stick by the truth. Because why attack the because the alt-right are more correct than I'm not attacking the ethno-nationalists, I'm attacking the National Socialists. National Socialists are not ethno-nationalists. They're not nationalists at all. They are pan-ethnics. That's why Richard Spencer endorsed the European Union. All right? You don't know what you're talking about. I've seen you on Twitter. You really need to shut up and read more. If you listen to the debate, then you know that I know vastly more about this than you do. The alt-right is not of the left. The alt-right are not neocons. The alt-right are not Republicans. The alt-right are not Democrats. And the alt-rights are not communists, Antifa, and they absolutely are not socialists or National Socialists. All right? So, anyhow, hey, if you're going to comment, you're throwing your hat in the ring. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't give myself the name Supreme Dark Lord. It was given to me for a reason. Call them alt-left. And so, tariffs, I don't think that they're either right-wing or left-wing necessarily. So I'd have to think more about that. But notice also that in the course of the debate, I took out several arguments that you've seen popped up every now and then. Like, for example, people were saying, "Oh, well, you can't say that Nazis are not right-wing on the basis of economic arguments alone." Well, if you look at the 25 point Munich Manifesto, they had more left-wing social points than they did left-wing economic points. 8 social left points, 6 economic left points. And the specifically left-wing points of their unalterable expression of their ideology and philosophy, it was 14-2. 7 times more left-wing points than right-wing points. All right? So, anyhow, so I should say thanks to Beth Yada who sent that over to me. And so, anyhow, but yeah, so the 2 memes that I would encourage you to use are alt-left, fake right. Yes, I think that TRS and Anglin are vastly mistaken in the way that they use rhetoric. I don't think they understand rhetoric, and so I think that they put their foot in it more often than not. So, anyhow, you know, the alt-left is coming hard at the right. Fortunately, we have the God Emperor on our side. We have truth on our side. We have history on our side. We have science on our side. We will win. The alt-right is inevitable. Have a good evening.